Welcome to the Nagual Zone. I'm Anaam. I want to tell you about the story of the two wolves. I want to tell you the Toltec version of this. You may have heard the story of the two wolves. Once upon a time, there was a Toltec warrior, a very old one, who sat down with one of his apprentices. And he said, each person has two wolves fighting with each other inside them. The first wolf is lazy, unimpeccable. He's a bare minimum champion. Everything just the bare minimum I can get away with. Not aware, not a lot of inner silence. And the other wolf, he is impeccable. The wolf, when he says yes, it's a yes. When he says no, it's a no. The wolf has clarity, fearlessness. The wolf insists on doing the very best possible job at everything. The wolf is expanding his awareness. The wolf is relaxed, alert at all times. And these two wolves are constantly fighting each other. The apprentice asks, which wolf wins? And the Toltec warrior says, the one you feed. The wolf you feed inside you is the wolf that's going to win. So here, let me introduce you to the God that you are going to worship from now on, relentlessly and without fail. What is that God? And that God is the true God of this universe. You can call it goddess, God, whatever. It's the true goddess / God of this universe. You know what that God's name is? It starts with R, the letter R. That God's name is repetition. I want you to worship the God of repetition, the deity of repetition. I want you to worship the God of deliberate, conscious repetition. If you master the discipline of deliberate, conscious repetition, you will feed the wolf that is advantageous for you. And that wolf will win. You know why? Because your attention is the key. What is repetition? Repetition is you willing to put your attention or pay attention to, as in payment, pay attention to a particular thing again and again, right? That's repetition. And what happens in this world is what we pay attention to becomes stronger. That's the base reality of this world, as far as humans are concerned. Whatever you pay attention to, your awareness will grow in that area. And wherever awareness grows, that's where you get more and more powerful. So I want you to think of this very, very carefully. These two wolves are constantly warring inside you at all times. Which wolf do you choose to feed? Is it the wolf that is being a bare minimum champion? What's the bare minimum I can get away with in my life? But expect results that champions should expect. That is the norm for most people. I've noticed that in the average man's world, that's how people operate, especially in this day and age. I will do the bare minimum I can scrape by, but I will expect the results of champions, because I'm entitled to it. Are you feeding that wolf inside you? Or are you feeding the wolf that when the wolf decides this is a yes in my life, then it damn well becomes a yes? If the wolf decides, no, this is not for me, or this is not for me anymore, do you stick with that? Or are you easily bribed back into the weakest version of yourself? What's your price? What's your price? That makes you a prostitute, right? So what's your price? What's your fees for you to go back and start doing tricks on the street? What's your fees? So you must become someone who knows how to feed the right wolf. It's a fantastic story, and it clarifies what we need to do in this world to not only survive but thrive. I want you to thrive. If you think this world is good enough for you to survive in and you can get by, if I can just get by, well, then you're setting those standards for yourself and you're feeding the wrong wolf. I want you to feed the right wolf, the wolf that's going to make you win. And you can do it. I see it with my apprentices all the time. They are winning left, right, and center, most of them. And they don't come like some kind of super mutant champions to me, already prepared. They all come as serious losers. They really do. No clue what they're doing with their lives, no clue what to do, how to be, they're nothing. They know nothing. But they have a trust, I suppose, or a faith or a confidence that doing what I tell them to do will get them to where they need to go. And they're not rich people. It's not like they're all millionaires or something. They find the money, they get jobs, they get this, they do that, and they start becoming prosperous. They start becoming healthier, because they start to learn which wolf to feed. And they start to understand the power of correct, deliberate, conscious repetitions. I want you to do the same. My apprentices are not special. They make themselves special. The entire group of cohorts, apprentices, is now mature enough. They've all been with each other and myself for about 3 to 4 years minimum now, I think. And it takes that long to turn your ship around. You won't be doing it tomorrow or the New Year's resolution or this or that or the rest of it. And you'll need to invest time, effort, and money. If you're going to turn your ship around, you need to get serious. These apprentices, at the moment, I have 10 of them, 5 ladies, 5 gentlemen. They've all successfully found their own paths with heart. They are absolutely just loving doing what they're doing right now. They're going from strength to strength, success to success. They have their challenges, yes, of course. There's always more to learn. The most important thing, though, is they have really got the hang of knowing which wolf to feed inside of them. And I want you to do the same. On that note, leave in the comments below if in your life you have one example, you do. Everyone has at least one example of feeding the correct wolf and gaining the rewards thereby. And put in the comments how that made you feel. Okay? If nothing comes to mind, oh, I'm such a loser, nothing comes to mind, that's fine. Take some time, sleep on it. Take 2-3 days. Think about it. And come up with some victories in your life that you have experienced. You manufactured those victories from 0 to 10. You did the whole work. You did the work. And you enjoyed the rewards. All right? Put them in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. Let's multiply that energy. On that note, I'll see you next week in the next video. Walk in freedom. Farewell.